Hi, my name is Minna, and I am from the great state of Michigan, America's high five. If you look at your left hand, I'm right here about the thumb knuckle. That's where I'm located. I can see Canada from my house. I was a high school science teacher for 11 years, and I taught just about everything because of my broad certification. I usually got what was left over when everyone else got their schedules. I taught science during a time when it was not about hashtag materials matter, but more so about hashtag what materials. I was told to be innovative and exciting and engage students with amazing science lessons, and in return I was given meter sticks and a physics book that was published when I was in middle school. Science teachers deserve, all teachers, but science teachers deserve materials that are of high quality that also include equipment and consumables so that students can do science and not just read about it. In addition to that, students need, and this is where my story begins, high quality, continuous professional learning and coaching in the classroom as they make instructional shifts and implement new resources. So Michigan adopted the Next Generation Science Standards in 2015, and I actually left the classroom in 2016 to be a consultant. Those two things are not related. But there are some really big changes, and science is very different from when I was in the classroom. Students are all about explaining phenomena and solving problems and doing authentic work of scientists. And this was a big shift. There are practices and cross-cutting concepts. And to say that I was met with some resistance by the teachers that I was working with is an understatement. Minna, how am I supposed to get all of my content in if I have these practices and now these cross-cutting concepts? There's just not enough time, I can't do it. My students need to know everything about insert any science concept here so that they can go to college and be successful. They need to know how to sit in a lecture and take notes. Hard sell. So any resource that came across that had an NGSS sticker, my teachers were like, let's use this, it's perfect, it's aligned. And I had to try to tell them, like, it's not. The first thing off the line is never the best, right? So I had to put on a brave face and ask my teachers to make profound instructional shifts, knowing that there was literally nothing there for them to use. Even harder sell. Teachers are amazing. You do 17 different jobs at the same time and you make it look effortless, but it's simply not fair to not have resources, but also not fair to have resources that don't come with training and consistent coaching and support. This is a place for a very large change in our mindset. We need to understand as teachers that students need to experience science for themselves, and we're their guide. We're no longer just telling them what they need to know, but also administrators need to understand what to look for when they go in science classrooms. It's not students sitting in rows being quiet. Science is messy, science is loud, science is social. And these are big, big shifts for everyone. So what did we do? In Sinclair County, Michigan, I serve 7 districts. We implemented practices and cross-cutting concepts. We started there with our instructional shifts. We didn't look at anything content related. I was responsible for working with 6th through 12th grade science teachers, and we implemented talk moves. We focused on practice number 8, which is arguing from evidence, because we felt what a great place to start because it already goes with what ELA and math are already doing. So my job, I went into classrooms and modeled talk moves multiple times for teachers. I was there when they implemented so that I could offer support. I was there to reflect with them. We have 20,000 students and teachers in our county, grades K-12 across 7 districts using the same strategy for productive talk. It's incredible. I just got goosebumps. So here comes EdReports. If there were like music, it would be ha. So I was part of the inaugural science review team, still the best professional learning I've ever done for myself. And I finally, yes, have something that I can use with teachers to tell them this is what a quality resource looks like. This is what you're looking for. And there are reports that I can use with administrators to say, this is what you need to look for in a resource and make evidence-based decisions about curriculum. So yesterday we talked about the 12 hours a week that teachers spend looking for quality resources. How amazing would it be if every teacher had a quality resource, and we could harness just a fraction of that 12 hours for continuous professional learning and PLCs and coaching in the classrooms, imagine the effect that that would have. So change is really, really hard. And like I told my teachers, it's worth it. Thank you.